So we have discussed till the structure of human heart. So today we shall start with the types of circulation. So we have discussed the heart structure, and from today we shall be starting the types of circulation. So basically there are mainly two types of circulation. So there are mainly two types of circulation. Two types of circulation. One is called as the pulmonary circulation. Pulmonary circulation. And the other is called as the systemic circulation. Systemic circulation. Pulmonary circulation is circulation of blood to and from the lungs. To and from the lungs. And systemic circulation means circulation of blood to and from the body. To and from the body parts. So we have discussed about the structure of human heart, and I told that this will be the right auricle, this is the left auricle. That means the upper two chambers are the auricular chambers, and lower two chambers, this is the right ventricle and this is the left ventricle. I told that the wall of the ventricle, it will be having some sort of two types of mainly muscles. The longer muscles are called as the papillary muscles, and these shorter muscles, okay, or these small ridges that you can see, these are called as the columnae corneae. Attached with the papillary muscles, there will be some sort of ligament which will attach with the valves, that is the auriculoventricular valves. So the auriculoventricular valve that is present between right auricle and the right ventricle, this auriculoventricular valve is called as the tricuspid valve, and this auriculoventricular valve which is present between left auricle and left ventricle, this is called as the bicuspid valve. And attached to this tricuspid valve with the papillary muscles, this is the what is this structure? These are chordae tendineae. These are chordae tendineae. Okay, and this will help in fixing the valve at one position so that the valve do not go up and the backflow of the this blood do not take place during the ventricular systole. So I told that there is two types of circulation. One is pulmonary circulation. Pulmonary circulation means circulation of blood to and from the lungs. So to and from the lungs means what? Circulation of blood to the lungs and from the lungs, back from the lungs again to the heart. So I have discussed this thing in the class. From which chamber of the heart the blood will be pumped to the lungs? Yes, you all know that from the right ventricle the blood will be pumped to the lungs, and this blood will be pumped to the lungs through the artery, the exceptional artery which carries the DOB blood, because we know that from the the chamber of the heart which receives the deoxygenated blood is the what? Right auricle, and this right auricle, it receives the DOB blood from the vena cava, that is this vena cava is called as the superior vena cava, and this vena cava is called as the inferior vena cava. Superior vena cava, it brings the blood from the upper part of the heart, and inferior vena cava, it brings the blood from the lower part of the heart. And after the blood is received by the right auricle, because of the auricular systole, the blood goes to the right ventricle, and when the ventricle it gets systole or during ventricular contraction, the blood it moves through the pulmonary artery, and this pulmonary artery it gets divided into two branches, as there will be two lungs just in both the side of the heart. And from the lungs, after the gaseous exchange takes place, the blood will be brought by four pulmonary veins. Four pulmonary veins, the oxygenated blood will be brought to the left auricle. So which two chambers of the heart is involved in yes, it is involved in the circulation of blood to and from the lungs? Yes, it is right ventricle, because from the right ventricle the deoxygenated blood, the DOB blood is pumped to the lungs. And which auricle? Yes, because the left auricle is receiving the OB blood from the lungs, and this is OB blood. So the two chambers of the heart which is involved in the pulmonary circulation is right ventricle and left auricle. Now you see systemic circulation. So what is systemic circulation? Circulation of blood to and from the body, right? So which chamber of the heart pumps the blood to all the body parts? Yes, this is nothing but this is the left ventricle, because we know that from whenever the blood is received from the these pulmonary veins to by the left auricle, because of the auricular systole, the OB blood, it goes to the left ventricle. And I told that this ventricular muscles will be very much thicker. The left ventricular muscle will be very much thicker as compared to the right ventricular muscle, because this left ventricular muscle, it has to contract, and that because of that contraction, the blood has to be transported to each and every body part of our body, okay, through the what is this artery? This is nothing but it is the aorta. So through aorta, the OB blood will be brought to all the parts of our body, right? So what is systemic circulation? This circulation of blood to and from the body to the body. So the OB blood will be pumped to the body through what? Through aorta. And from which chamber of the heart the OB blood will be pumped? From the left ventricle. That means which two chambers are involved in the systemic circulation? Left ventricle. And from to the body from left ventricle. That means the blood will be pumped to the body from the left ventricle, and again to and from the body. So from the body, the blood will be brought to which chamber of the heart? Yes, to the right auricle. So left ventricle and right auricle will be involved in the systemic circulation. So now if I draw the pathway of systemic and the pulmonary circulation, the pathway will be somewhat like this. So first of all, I'll draw the systemic circulation, right? No, first of all, I'll draw the pulmonary circulation. So from in the pulmonary circulation, the right ventricle will be, so RV means right ventricle, will be pumping DOB blood, and this DOB blood will be brought by pulmonary artery to the lungs, and from the lungs it will be again the OB blood will be brought to the left auricle, right? So this is the what? From the right ventricle, DOB blood will be pumped to the lungs through pulmonary artery. So this pulmonary artery is bringing DOB blood to the lungs, and from the lungs gaseous exchange takes place, and OB blood will be carried by the, so there will be one sort of thing, the OB blood will be carried by pulmonary veins to the left auricle. So this pathway is the what pathway? This is the pulmonary circulation. This circulation is the pulmonary circulation. Now you see, from the left ventricle, the OB blood, now it is OB blood. From the left ventricle, the OB blood will be pumped by what? Aorta to the body parts. And again from the body parts, the DOB blood will be brought by superior and inferior vena cava. Superior and inferior vena cava. So superior and inferior vena cava brings the DOB blood to which chamber of the heart? To the right auricle. So left auricle and right auricle is involved in which type of circulation? Systemic. Is in systemic circulation. And right ventricle and left auricle is involved in which type of circulation? Pulmonary circulation. So I hope you have understood the two types of circulation. This pulmonary circulation is also called as lesser circulation. Why? Because the blood is covering a very less distance, right? Because the lungs is situated on both the side of the heart, and this systemic circulation is also called as the greater circulation, because the heart is covering a larger distance, because it is moving to all the parts of the body, right? Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll be uploading the next video very soon.